What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The New York Knicks blow out the Indiana Pacers 121-91 and take a 3-2 series lead. They are now one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. Wow. What an exhilarating win. Absolutely incredible performance. Absolutely gutsy performance from JB. Shutting everybody up. Oh my goodness. Jalen Brunson, ladies and gentlemen, 44 points tonight. 44 points tonight. In a game where the team that wins Game 5 wins the series 82% of the time, and the New York Knicks struck back. We didn't know what to expect, how they were going to respond after the Game 4 blowout down in Indiana. But boy, did they respond. They came out tonight guns a-blazing, responded, punched the Pacers in the mouth, absolutely loved the physicality, number one. Dante DiVincenzo brought the physicality. Hartenstein brought the physicality. Alec Burks bringing the physicality. That is New York Knicks playoff basketball, what we witnessed there tonight. Getting the crowd involved. The Pacers are absolutely shook. They didn't want no smoke. They did not want no smoke. Like Kendrick Lamar said, they ain't like us. They ain't like us. They not like us. Woo! Wow. That game from the New York Knicks was an absolutely incredible performance, man. Jalen Brunson, off of a bad foot, was able to drop 44 points and making everyone that was guarding him his son. His son. Nembhard is food. Naismith got crossed like twice tonight. Food. What a performance from this freaking Knicks team, man. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I see you all in the chat. Smash the thumbs up on, subscribe to the channel. But wow, 3-2 Series Z. The New York Knicks are one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. What is the national media going to say now? What narrative are they going to run with? What narrative are they going to run with now? Tom Thibodeau plays his players too many minutes, yada, yada, yada. The Knicks are cooked. Paul Pierce says the Knicks are cooked. The Knicks shut everyone up tonight and said, listen, we may be shorthanded, but we're still riding with our guys no matter what, as long as we riding with JB as a team effort. First of all, Isaiah Hartenstein also gets a freaking game ball, absolutely dominate the Pacers. The Pacers wanted no part of the Knicks tonight. The Knicks did what they had to do, protect home court. Now we're going back to Indiana with one game remaining, and then we advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go. Let's go. But I love the way the New York Knicks opened this game. The physicality, especially from Dante, Hartenstein. They brought up the physicality tonight, and that's exactly what you wanted to see. You wanted them to get the crowd involved. The crowd was on their side. The crowd was chanting, and it just one of those games where you wanted to be at because the physicality of the Pacers were unmatched. And led by Jalen Brunson, who was absolutely unstoppable tonight, efficient as can be. Just an incredible game all in all from the New York. What a response after that Game 4 blowout, right? What a response that this New York Knicks team did. What more can we say about this? But this was expected, right? The New York Knicks, they get punched in the mouth in Game 4. Jalen Brunson literally said, oh, this is going to be a long series to Pascal Siakam after Game 4 because they want to talk their talk after their win. Coming back to our home court in MSG, and now we got one more to go, and now to send the Indiana Pacers home. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hit some of these comments. I see you all in here. Big Taz says, are they built like us? They ain't built like us. They ain't like us. Like Kendrick said. Jenny in the chat says, let's effing go. Let's go. S550 says that players only meeting definitely lit the fire in them. Yeah, it was reported that the Knicks had a players only meeting after the game in Indiana, and boy, whatever was said in that meeting, whatever, they dug deep and they played their brand of basketball tonight. And the offensive rebounding, the Pacers were unmatched. The physicality of the Pacers were unmatched. Tyrese Halliburton was shook. He didn't want no part of MSG. 13 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. Only 9 field goal attempts. That's your king, Indiana? Okay. We can live with that. He was shook. And look, obviously big body Brunson is going to get the majority of the love tonight, right? Tyler in the chat says, let's go. But Isaiah Hartenstein had 12 offensive rebounds tonight and was all over the court and dominating the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks would miss. Oh, there's Hartenstein grabbing another rebound. There was a time when Hartenstein had more rebounds than the Pacers team. The Pacers had 24 rebounds tonight. Isaiah Hartenstein had 17 by himself. Think about that. What a freaking team this is, man. Sims scored more in the fourth than Halliburton. Yeah. What a game, baby. Edward says, wow, Turner is so obnoxious. The thing I loved about that Dante and Turner situation is you getting under Turner's skin. You want to get under their skin. Dante, we all know Dante as to be that guy that's not going to take any crap. Like, you're going to try to punk him. He's not going to take any crap. He's been like that all season long. Even did this guy to McConnell early in the game. This guy? Seriously? This guy? So that's what I thought the New York Knicks needed to do tonight. They needed to set the tone early. They scored 38 points in the first quarter, 31 points in the second quarter, and they needed to be physical. And what we needed to see was Jalen Brunson be Jalen Brunson, and boy, he was Jalen Brunson. It didn't even look like he had a foot injury. All the talk about game 3, game 4, that his lift wasn't there, his shots were short, it was bothering him. But whatever, I mean, for him to score 44 on Naismith, the guy that they said was locking him down majority of the series, by the way. And look, Brunson, like he does, like a great players do, went back to the lab, studied the film, and dropped 44. He was not losing this game for the New York Knicks. Shoquan says, where Doris Burke at? She said Naismith will be locking Brunson down. Naismith was out there playing Twister, ladies and gentlemen. He was out there playing Twister. That move that Jalen Brunson hit Naismith with, and I posted it on the Knicks Nation Twitter and the Instagram. Wow. He was out there playing Twister. Sam B says, F yeah, one more, baby. One more win, and the New York Knicks advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. Think about that. Despite all we've done, look, it's first to 4, but I just want to relish this really quick. One more win, and the New York Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm going to be repeating that all night long, and it's just crazy to me how much this team has overcome and how much this team has just simply shut everyone up, especially those who were talking crap after the Pacers blew us out in Game 4. They said we're cooked, we're done, the Knicks are tired, this and that. It's over. Indiana, it's over. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Well. 121-91. The New York Knicks are now one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. Hold that. Tony says the answer is stop shooting too many three-pointers and just attack the paint and get to the basket. Yeah, Brunson was getting to his spots, and he was hitting his prototypical push shots and around the paint and getting to the rim at will. And Isaiah Hartenstein, also contributed in that. And look, Deuce McBride started in this game. Knicks made an adjustment. They started Deuce McBride. They wanted more offense in that starting five. And I thought this would be a Deuce McBride coming out party. And 40 minutes, 17 points. And I thought having that extra person out there to, hit threes and just spread the floor is key. And look, Dante, I don't even care about Dante's stat line because he brought way more to the table. Like offensively, you look at Dante's stat line, if you're just like a stat, if you're just looking at the stats and you see 8 points, 0-6 from 3, 4-14 from the field, But if you weren't watching, like if you watched the game, Dante brought energy. Dante brought physicality. Dante was blocking shots out there. Dante was, awesome. Awesome out there tonight. Awesome. West End says Knicks and 6 clap back with the first blowout win in forever. These guys are Lions. That's the thing, Sam, right? Every game in these playoffs were close. Extremely close for the New York Knicks. Got blown out in game 4. We needed one of these games. Okay, you're going to blow us out in your home arena? Let us do the same in Madison Square Garden and put pressure on you in game 6. Because they're going to feel that pressure down in Indiana. And boy, oh boy, one more win. That's it. One more win. Tony, what's going on? Great response to the last game. Knicks in 6. John says, Hallie goof. Smart Kid says, unbelievable response. A great way to shut the haters up and re-energize the fan base. I wonder what the narrative is going to be now. Look, us in here, we didn't care about what was being said. Draymond Green, again, was on the TNT crew tonight and said that it's a fluke. The Knicks season is still a fluke. Once again, we don't care. You're using this fan base for kind of ratings. It's the cool thing is to hate the New York Knicks in the national media. That is the cool thing to do. But we move on as long as everyone in the room knows, everyone regarding, who's a Knick diehard fan knows that this team bounces back and is resilient. I mean, I got nervous there at the game 4, but I knew this team was going to respond, and they responded in a huge way. Huge way. One more game until the Eastern Conference Finals, ladies and gentlemen. John says we're due for a road win. Let's get it done in Indiana. Let's do it. Jen says, Halliburton looked like he was tearing up, or maybe he just had something in his eye. I'm telling you, Tyrese Halliburton was shook. He was shook. Jag says solid minutes for Precious. And then Mike says right after that, so happy for Alec Burks. Look, let me, ladies and gentlemen, Alec Burks, for what this guy has done since obviously Anunoby has come out and due to injury, and Anunoby seems like he's progressing. They said he's doing on-court work. Fingers crossed on that. But Alec Burks has been sitting on the bench forever now. And tonight, 18 points, 5 of 8 from 3, 6 of 11 from the field. Timely threes, too. Pacers made their little run in that fourth quarter, third quarter. Alec Burks, timely threes. And that extra offensive punch is needed. And for this guy to sit on the bench for months and to come in a high-pressure situation, a playoff situation, and to provide what he is doing right now is a testament to his professionalism. It just shows you how great, how good of a culture that the New York Knicks have, right? Even though he's not playing, he's still coaching guys up behind the scenes, and now he's thrown into the fire, and now he's providing his offense. This is what we brought Burks in here for. This is why we traded for him. And I don't even care about what happened in the regular season because he's absolutely like, he's playing amazing. So, wow. And Precious too, man. Precious Achiuwa. I mean, next man up. He's been like this all season long. So, like, Underrated the first quarter where he was playing without his shoe. That was pretty funny. When his shoe came off and he was running around with his shoe in his hand. But yeah, man, this bench, this team led by our leader in Brunson. Jenny said Birkin bag. I love that Birkin bag. Birkin bag. S550 says smoking that Pacers booth pack. John says these non-Knicks fans don't know what these Knicks are really made of. They don't. They don't. They wanted us. When we lost those 2 games in Indiana, that gave them their negative narrative that they were trying to preach. They were like, okay, it's looking like we're gonna be right. This Knicks team is fugazi. This Knicks team isn't living up to whatever they want to say. But what we do is respond and we move on, and we block all the outside noise out. Like Josh Hart said earlier today, those guys are not in the locker room. Those guys are not at practice. Those guys don't see what's happening behind the scenes. So they're ignorant. And the cool thing is they hate on the Knicks, but we move on. 1 game away from the Eastern Conference Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Venom says, shout out to the bench for going on a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, man. Shout out to the guys. Knicks in 6. Yvette says Jalen is back. Look, I'll be lying to you if I was gonna come on here and say that I was expecting Jalen to drop 40 tonight, because he did look like his foot was bothering him down in Indiana. But boy, oh boy. I mean, on a hobbled foot, still giving you 44 points, looking great. His shots weren't short tonight. His shots were all around the rim or swishing. He looked great. Along with the 7 assists, he combated all the double teams. He got the ball to Deuce McBride a few times. He got the ball to Dante. He looked like he looked amazing. He looked like MVP Brunson tonight. And 44. Pacers can't guard this man. I'm telling you. That's on 1 foot. Naismith, they were trying to tell us that, look, he's long, he's lengthy, he was bothering JB a bit, but I wasn't worried about his defense. Like, JB was cooking the Philadelphia 76ers in round 1. So I wasn't worried about that. I knew JB, something was bothering him, and tonight he just when Nembhard was guarding him, it's food. Like, it's an easy basket for Jalen Brunson. So, but yeah, he continues to impress, and I mean, he's absolutely incredible. He's absolutely incredible. Mike says the healthier the better. Thibs gonna be in the rotation. Let's effing go. Just trying to catch up on these comments, guys. I'm so late. I'm so behind. But absolutely incredible win. Rick says next man up. Alec Bricks was just in the season. Now we have Alec Buckets. I love that, Hector. It was Alec Bricks, and now it's like a totally different Alec Burks. I mean, the playoff Alec Burks has really he's here. He's arrived. And even his jump shot is looking good. And it's like he's out there. He looks like who we wanted to get from Detroit. The score that was in Detroit that we wanted, that wasn't there when we acquired him, that's who Alec Burks is playing like right now. And boy, oh boy, that we need it. And look, Deuce McBride, and another we were waiting for this bounce back from McBride, and it's like Brunson, top of the food chain, right? But McBride, great game. Josh Hart, good game. 18 points, 11 rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein, amazing game. Dante brought the energy, brought the physicality, great game. Precious Achiuwa had 2 blocks, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds and 4 points. That's all you ask for. That's all you want. And Alec Burks, 23 points on 5 of 8 shooting from 3. So, boy, oh boy. 1 win away. Let's go. Let's go. Shut the haters up. Like Joel says, shut the haters up. Shaq and Shannon hating too. Picking the Pacers. Keep on doing it. We love it. We love it when you pick the Pacers. We love it. We love it when you pick against us, man. It just fuels the team. It just fuels the squad. And we just bottle it up. remember it, and then we win. So this was a great response from the Knicks. Obviously, it's first to four. We got to get it done in Indiana, but just what a response from this Knicks team. S550 says we hopefully get OG back for Game 6. Plus our momentum, it's going to be a wrap in Indy. OG Anunoby is doing light work on the court. He graduated from pool work. Now he's doing light contact. Contact or light work on the court. So now we have 2 days off. Game 6 is on Friday. More rest for the Knicks is better for us than it is for Indiana, because obviously we need all the rest we can take. Rest Brunson's foot, recoup. We have all the momentum now. We go into Indiana, tough place to play. They haven't lost there since March 18th or since the 17th. It's a tough place to play, but get it done in Indiana and let's move. Let's move. Yeah, Rick, 2 days rest upcoming. Yeah, we ending this series on Friday. Let's go, man. Let's go. What time on Friday? Woody says what time on Friday? It can either be 8 o'clock or it can either be 6:30. I think it depends on the Boston-Cleveland game. If Cleveland wins, then I think it's on at 6:30. But if they lose, I think it's at 8. All right. Take a look at this box score, ladies and gentlemen. Isaiah Hartenstein with 12 offensive rebounds. And the Pacers had 24 rebounds altogether as a team. Isaiah Hartenstein is going to get a massive bag this summer, and as he should. 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block in only 31 minutes. Incredible game from iHeart and JB, efficient as they come. He did this in front of Kendrick Perkins, too. Kendrick Perkins, who's been riding with us and defending us on ESPN. He was courtside tonight, and shout out to Kendrick Perkins because he's just been shutting everyone up who's been kind of like downplaying this run that the Knicks are on, and just want to give Perkins his props. But 44 burger for JB. 44 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. They can't guard you. They can't. Naismith, I'm telling you. I'll show the video where he crossed him up in a bit, but let's just go through this box score. But Dante brought all the energy. 30 minutes, didn't hit a 3, but I don't care. I absolutely love this game. I think it was a very underrated game from Dante because Knicks, they needed to be physical. Like the Pacers, it was too like buddy. It was too like, no. It's the playoffs. You needed to bring some physicality back into this series. And that was missing. And Dante brought that. Isaiah Hartenstein brought that. When it started with Isaiah Jackson, kind of chest him up a little bit. Flagged them off. We need that. Double technical, you move on. That's it. But now they know that, okay, they want to play like that? Okay. Be physical, man. Victor says, unbelievable game. Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. Let's say it. Let's do it. Knicks in 6. Has a good ring to it. Like that, like the Philadelphia series. Knicks in 6. We close it out in Philadelphia. We got to close it out in Indiana. It's just then and there. Monique says, Monique, what's going on? These guys tuned out all the noise and came to handle business. Beautiful team basketball. Tuned out all the noise that we heard. We knew it was coming on Monday. It's all we heard. Knicks were cooked. Knicks are done. Dealing with a lot of injuries, which is true. But what do we do best? We deal with adversity. We battle back. We fight back. It's at MSG. The Knicks have now won every game but one game in MSG. And that was the Tyrese Maxey crazy shot game. The fan base, as long as, like I said earlier, as long as we in this room and all Knicks fans across the globe, wherever you are, we know how this team operates and just block out all the noise. And they fuel, that's their fuel. Like that, all the hate, keep it up. We love it. We love it. Ooh. Jalen Brunson is cooking barbecue polo. Tony says OG will be back Friday. I guarantee you. And now McBride and Burks and Precious. I hope OG's back Friday, but rest up that hamstring. Now he has an extra 2 days to he's getting treatment 3-4 times a day, they said. but rest up that hamstring. But now the Knicks only have to win one game out of these next 2 games, and the Pacers have to win 2 games. So one more win, and then we're in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then it's party time, baby. Party time. Then I'll come on here and absolutely go, hey, I don't even know what I'll do. I don't even know what I'll do. It's been a while. Advances to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, let's get there first, though. S550 says, even crazy. Isaiah Hartenstein, 12 and 17 rebounds were offensive rebounds, tying Charles Oakley. Indiana had a total of 24 rebounds. Yeah, man. Isaiah Hartenstein, I thought, absolutely was demoralizing the Pacers today. There was a time in that fourth quarter where they put like three bodies on him, and he was still grabbing rebounds. And Brunson, obviously, he's gonna get the limelight in this game. He's gonna get his flowers, as he should. But it was an all around team effort. It really was. Isaiah Hartenstein, like I said, McBride, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, Alec Burks. I mean, it's and Precious, and Jericho Sims with 3 points in the fourth quarter. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Just Nick says salute. Mike says there's no rush. Salute, Just Knicks. Appreciate you in here. Knicks playing inspired. Retro says Knicks playing inspired basketball right now. This is special. Knicks fans, salute. Retro, appreciate you in the chat. Salute. Inspiring team that we're witnessing. And look, it was all about how the Knicks were going to respond tonight, and they responded. They gave us the blowout that we needed. They shook the Pacers all night long. They weren't, I mean, they came out in the second half. Miles Turner hit those back-to-back threes. And I was like, oh, come on. Knicks called timeout and kind of regrouped a little bit and kind of got their mojo back. But all in all, the Pacers were just not in this game. Offensively, they were not in this game. They can't play. In MSG, they're shook. They're shook. That's what the Garden, and that's why you fight for the 2 seed. That's why you fight for home court advantage. Right there. They said why the wackest 2 seed in NBA history. That's what we heard. That's why you fight for home court advantage. Tonight. Prime example. Dame with the super chat. Appreciate you, Dame. It's my birthday, so we're going to call this the Dame B-Day Massacre. Let's effing go, Knicks. Dame, happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Dame in the chat. Appreciate you. Always in here supporting with the super chat. You got to win on your birthday. I got to win on my birthday last month when they beat Philly in game 1. Appreciate you for the super chat, Dame. But party, man. This absolutely, what better way to get a birthday gift than a New York Knicks blowout win in Madison Square Garden? They look great. They look great. Venom says everyone played their role almost perfect other than Devo. He still provided vital minutes. That rebound dunk was, yeah, that's the thing. I think Devo had a great game. Like, set the tone, rebounding, putback dunk, the physicality. The underrated game from Dante DiVincenzo. Got into foul trouble a little bit, but I thought tonight he brought everything. He brought everything to the chamber. What is Rick Carlisle going to say tonight? What is Rick Carlisle going to say tonight? Is he going to blame the referees? Are you going to blame the referees, Rick? Are you going to send 79 calls to the NBA league office? What are you going to do tonight, huh? The small market teams get a chance? Come on, bro. Miss me with that. The DiVincenzo, that DiVincenzo pass on the third quarter to McBride was godly. Yeah. I mean, there was a couple of nice passes tonight. JB hit Deuce with a behind-the-back pass, and Deuce hit a 3 at the top of the key. Yeah, let's get happy birthday Dame in the chat, man. Dame always in here supporting, man. Happy birthday, bro. But yeah, let's hit some of these. Let me go down the timeline to show you some of these highlights, because first of all, here's Kaiden Randall. Knicks are 3-0 with Julius Randle sitting at the end of the bench, by the way. So maybe Julius Randle decides to travel to Indiana. They're 3-0 with Randle sitting at the end of the bench. A couple of Julius Randle chants tonight, too, at the end. So, let's go. Let's go. JB. This was the JB drop on Naismith right here. Let's just relive this, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, where you going? He's playing Twister. He got his right hand on red. He got his right foot on blue. He got his left foot on yellow. He's playing Twister. JB had Naismith playing Twister out there. What a move, man. What a move. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when I knew, okay, Jalen Brunson he's not losing this damn game. He's not losing this damn game. This pass from Isaiah Hartenstein to Brunson, this layup from JB was, he was ungodly tonight. Just simply ungodly performance from JB. And this is what we need. This is what we need. This is what I was talking about. The physicality needed to happen tonight. And the Knicks, brand of basketball, what do we all know the Knicks as obviously in the 90s and the playoffs, to be physical. And you needed to be physical with this team. And Dante set that tone. You're not going to do that here tonight. You're not going to get away with those fouls. You're not going to do any of that stuff. And DiVincenzo set the tone. Isaiah Hartenstein set the tone early on too. So that's not going to happen tonight. And it didn't happen tonight. But then you got Mama Brunson here celebrating. Mama Brunson. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. What a just absolutely incredible performance. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I knew this team was going to bounce back. And now we're going to close it out in Indiana. One game to go. And then it's a wrap. Then we go to the Eastern Conference Finals. But incredible performance all around. Incredible game. Mike says Knicks got their groove back. That's another thing. Like, they look good. Indiana, 91 points for Indiana tonight. I think, was that their lowest scoring output of these playoffs? 91 points. Halliburton. Shout out to Deuce, too, defensively on Tyrese Halliburton. Because I thought that kind of went under the radar a little bit. They put Deuce on Halliburton because he started. And Dante's been guarding Halliburton. So Deuce was running around with Halliburton on his butt, wearing him out, the wear and tear. That's kind of going to go under the radar. But Deuce McBride, incredible game offensively, incredible game defensively on Tyrese Halliburton as well. So, yeah. Mike says what TNT is saying. Mike, we don't care what TNT is saying. We don't. They got Draymond Green on the panel tonight, so we definitely don't care what he's going to say. What excuse is he going to make? I don't know. But Benny says Brunson was cool. Andrew Nembhard the entire night, man. He can't hold him. Like I said, these first couple of games, Andrew Nembhard was the target. The Pacers stuck with Nembhard the first couple of games. They made the switch to Naismith game 3, game 4, and game 5. But Brunson, what we saw tonight was adjustments. He was getting to his left hand a lot, using the pick and roll to his advantage. And he was having more push shots tonight around the rim. He was getting around the rim. He wasn't settling for jump shots. He was getting to his spots around the rim, and he was converting them. Adjustments, right? That's what you want to see, and that's what great players do. Nembhard, I wasn't concerned one bit. JB made the adjustment and dropped 44. Let's go. Somebody Photoshop a Twister mat under that man, please. Oh, man. He was playing Twister out there. Shaq and Chuck are no-show tonight on TNT. Yeah. Yeah. I love Miles, but not more than my Knicks. Cam, what's going on? Salute Knicks Nation. Now, that's how you bounce back. The squad was fired up tonight, out for blood from the jump. I'm still standing on Knicks in 6. Stand on it. Let's speak it into existence. Because after tonight, you got the Pacers shook a little bit. They have not lost and they have not won in Madison Square Garden. And now the Knicks have an opportunity to close it out down in Indiana on Friday night. 2 days off here. Get rest, get your mind right, get your body right, and then we regroup. OG Anunoby, we'll see, because I don't know, 2 days off. I think that's still too soon, but you never know. He's progressing, so that's a step in the right direction. So appreciate you in here, Cam. Indiana will be looking shocked when they can't make threes and get out in transition. Yeah, the Knicks, their bench unit, I thought the Knicks did a great job on Toppin tonight, too. Toppin with a few 7 points, didn't do anything. Their bench didn't give the Pacers anything. I mean, the starters didn't either. I mean, Siakam had 22 points, but that's the thing. Like, the Knicks, the reason why I loved why the Knicks went small to start this game is because that kind of forces the Pacers to force the ball to Siakam, because they think that's an advantage, and it is an advantage. Siakam over Josh Hart. Can't teach size. Siakam usually, he was another efficient game for Siakam. But that also slows down the pace, because if they're forcing the ball to Pascal Siakam and they're trying to get him involved offensively, it slows them down. So playing chess out there. So that was a little wrinkle that the Knicks did, and I think that, you're going to see more of that in Game 6, because we didn't really see run-and-gun Pacer-style offense tonight. Because if you put hard on them, Pacers want to expose that matchup. And look, efficient game for Siakam. He had a good game, but Knicks got him. So Knicks are playing chess, man. Shout out to the front office. Shout out to the coaching staff for making that little wrinkle and making that little move. Mike says, Josh Hart, the human Crash Bandicoot, but McBride built like Crash. I love that. Love that. Pacers defense got to see Jalen Brunson face in their nightmares tonight. Jalen Brunson, boy, oh boy, man. The MVP season continues for Jalen Brunson, and keep counting him out. Keep on doing it. That's all we heard. He's cooked. He's tired. He doesn't have it. And he came out tonight and shut everyone up. Not us, because us Knicks fans, we know our guy. We know our guys. Like, they're going to respond. But everyone else that kind of chirps and talks, JB shut them up. Woody says, New York gangster. S550, India is going to try hard on the boards for Game 6. Yeah, Indiana, look, they're going to make they're a tough team to play at home. I'm totally expecting this is going to be another tough, gritty, grind out game. But if you take a look at this series, right? Game 3, Hail Mary shot. Knicks could have went up 3-0. We didn't. Game 4, quick turnaround, 3:30 start. Wasn't even a full 48 hours. Knicks tried everything in their power to win Game 3. They were gassed. Didn't have anything in Game 4. Tonight, they were like, all right, enough of this BS. Like, we're going to be physical with them. We're going to push the pace. We're going to let Jalen Brunson cook. We're going to use our bench. And we're going to beat them and outclass them. And that's what they did tonight. Along with the adjustments. Because I thought that the Deuce McBride move was the starting lineup. When they made that switch was a good move for them. Because the Knicks have had success with the Brunson, DiVincenzo, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart lineup, and Isaiah Hartenstein lineup. They've had success. And boy, oh boy, tonight, tons of success with that. So, Andy says the Olympic Committee is frantically trying to scratch out Halliburton to make it read Brunson. That's the crazy thing. And Jalen Brunson bottles all of this stuff up. Didn't make the Olympic team. There were some guys that made it over him. Halliburton was one of them. I think Drew Holiday made it over him too. Disrespect. It is what it is. We move on. I'm sure Brunson is upset, but that just gives him more motivation, more fuel. He's been dealing with that all of his life. He's been dealing with doubt. He's been dealing with hate. Drafted in the second round, people said he's too small. He's been dealing with this all the time. throughout his whole playing career. Got snubbed from the Olympic team, in my opinion. But you know he's gonna. You just know JB is gonna take all that and bottle it up. Mike, what's going on? Appreciate you in here, Mike. Everything I was gonna complain about last game happened tonight. Why no Deuce on Halley? Why we don't put him up? Why we don't pick him up full court? Dibs put another masterclass. We out rebounded them, passed the ball. Yeah, Deuce on Halley. Yeah, great. I mean, great observation, Mike. Deuce on Halley, and they tried it. They kind of forced the Pacers to kind of force feed Siakam, and that leads them to kind of slow down their pace. So Siakam was getting his points, but okay, you're gonna get your points. You're gonna be efficient. Knicks didn't mind that at all. So Deuce was giving Halley a run for his money tonight, and I thought that was an underrated part of tonight's game, as long with his offense. So yeah, we needed. One thing is we needed a game like this from Deuce, and I kind of felt it. Like I tweeted it on the Knicks Nation Twitter page. I kind of felt like a Deuce game was coming because in round one he was so important for us, and offensively he just hasn't been here this series. But tonight, hitting his open threes, defense on Halley was great. Running through picks, fighting through picks. That's what you wanted, and Deuce brought it tonight. That's 550 says, yeah. Putting McBride on Halley was the right move. Yeah. Roberto says, congratulations from Brazil. Roberto, wow. All the way from Brazil. Checking out the Knicks Nation podcast. Appreciate you in here, Roberto. Wow. Mike says Brunson out there looking like Sub-Zero with the 44-piece. Burks was definitely hurt and is now clearly healthy. Yeah, look, remember Burks was dealing with a shoulder situation. So it kind of went under the radar a little bit, but Burks is looking like big money AB out there. Like, he's looking great. And we spoke about it earlier, but from sitting on the bench to not really getting any reps to just being thrown into the fire and providing offense and sparks and timely threes and corner threes at that, because that's what we were missing from when OG Anunoby's out, is that extra three-point shooter, that extra scorer. So, look, professional as can be. Alec Burks staying ready. His family's back in Detroit, dealing with, obviously, the shoulder injury, and professional, man. You're the true professional. And that also is a testament to the Knicks culture, because even Dante said, even though Burks was sitting at the end of the bench not playing, when Dante was going through a rough patch in round one, Burks was behind the scenes kind of like being positive and saying, stay positive, you got this, kind of like coaching him up a little bit. So, and now Burks is obviously being thrown in the fire and playing absolutely incredible. So, let's go. D-Nice says Brunson making the haters eat their words. What more can you say? 44-piece. That's it. On to Game 6. The New York Knicks are one win away from the Eastern Conference Finals. The magical season continues for this team. Continues. It's not over yet. Everyone said we were finished. I don't want to keep going back to that, but stupidity. After the series was tied 2-2, and we almost won Game 3. That's what the narrative was. Dibs got slings and arrows thrown his way these last couple of days. Slings and arrows. That's their narrative, man. Ariel, what's going on? Nace, what's going on? Appreciate you in here, man. Appreciate you in here. Naismith was on skates. Naismith was playing Twister out there when Jalen Brunson absolutely demolished him. Hit him with the... I mean, I feel like pulling it up again, but look, they try to push the narrative, obviously, of Jalen Brunson being locked up by Naismith, and we all knew, like, that's not the case. Like, that is obviously Jalen Brunson was still dealing with a foot injury, and for him to drop 44 with that and put Naismith on skates and put Nembhard is... Anytime, Nembhard can't guard JB. I mean, no one can guard JB, but Nembhard is like, it's like when Brunson sees Nembhard, that's the target. That's the target. Naismith. I want to get this picture. If somebody has this picture, nice HD 4K picture of Naismith on the floor with the twister pose. He got his left hand on yellow. His right foot is on red. And his left foot is on green. He's playing twister. This is a basketball game, Naismith. This is a basketball game. I want to put that right here. I want to find that picture and print it out. JB all night long was cooking the Indiana Pacers, and that's our leader. That's our MVP. Set the tone early, made it known that keep counting us out. We ain't done yet. Can't kill us. Can't kill us. Ariel says too small. It's too small. Can't guard him. Can't guard him. And what I loved tonight was Brunson was being really aggressive. And versus McConnell, what I noticed is that Brunson was posting him up, backing him down, using his body. So, adjustments. Took him a couple of games, but now he's adjusted. That's our guy, ladies and gentlemen. That is our guy. Venom says Nembhard is barbecue chicken. Rasta in the chat says 3 big games from Alec Burks. What's going on, Rasta? Appreciate you in here. Dope seeing Big Perk sitting with Tracy rooting for the Knicks. Yeah, like I said earlier, Kendrick Perkins has been the guy who has been pretty much, I'm not going to say defending Knicks fans in national media, but not taking the BS that ESPN tries to push down everyone's throats. He's just like not here for the BS. Like after the Knicks lost 2 straight, it was like, is this season a fluke? Are the Knicks overrated? I thought I saw something like that too. I'm like, it's 2-2. Talking about minutes after 2-2. Like we're done. But yeah, dope seeing Kendrick Perkins. I'm trying to pull up the picture so I could put it up in the chat. But yeah, I mean, guys, 1 win away, and then we go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I keep saying it because I can't. It's an incredible feeling, incredible moment. Obviously, job ain't finished though. It's first to 4, not first to 3. Want to be humble as can be, but this one was amazing. Absolutely incredible game. This is Kendrick Perkins with Tracy Morgan at the Knick game, sitting right by Tracy Morgan. And Tracy Morgan, too, he actually got up. I think the TNT crew was interviewing him before the game, and he was talking to Draymond Green, pretty much saying, stop talking your ish. Like, we don't want to hear that. But Kendrick Perkins out there saluting the Knicks squad. Absolutely love it, man. Shout out to Big Perk. 1-0 with Perk in the house. 3-0 with Randall on the bench. Job ain't finished, ladies and gentlemen. Job ain't finished. Paul York says Pacer pack. Pacers have 0 NBA championships. Fun fact. The crazy thing is, like, they try to, like, look, I get it, but it was so focused, especially the first couple of games was, like, the rivalry. And, look, I get it, but the Reggie Miller in Game 2, that didn't work out for him with Knicks fans chanting F Reggie Miller. Look. One more win, and then we can put this all past us. But absolutely incredible game from Brunson. Everybody. Hartenstein, Deuce, Burks, Devo. I love the physicality. Got me screaming at the TV when he's going after the Pacers. And that's what we wanted, and that's what you want to see out of your New York Knicks, especially in MSG. Getting the crowd involved. And one more win. One more win. We keep doing it. Keep shutting them up. Let's get it done on Friday. We rest up, ice bath, treatment, 2 days off. They gave us 2 days off in between Game 6. 2 days off. Pacers are in for a rude awakening on Friday. Because remember, every game has been every other day. Every other day, literally. And now we got 2 days off to rest up, kind of relax a little bit. But I know the guys in the locker room are saying we still got one more to do. This was great. We did what we protected home court. But now we got to win one more in Indiana. That's it. Got a quote here from Dante DiVincenzo that I'm going to share with you guys. Asked about the run-in with Miles Turner, Dante DiVincenzo said, "They were trying to be tough guys. That's not their identity. Nobody's going to fight in the NBA. Take the foul, keep it moving. You're not a tough guy. Just keep it moving." Dante with the flamethrower. They were trying to be tough guys. They are not tough. They are not tough guys. Y'all ain't tough. They ain't like us. They not like us. Like Kendrick said, they not like us. You're not like us. You're not a tough guy. Just keep it moving. That's what I love to see. That's what I love to see. Mike says Pacers don't play basketball. They just run and jack threes and prey on defense. When you're home, you get the calls. Hallie is defense, but overrated. We definitely showed them how to play basketball tonight. Look, Halliburton plays well at home. The last two games that he played extremely well for them. But I thought tonight was the whistle. I thought tonight the whistle was kind of on the Pacers side. I don't think that translated into the free throws. But look, referees, I think Scott Foster is one of those referees that tried to clean everything up early. And that's why I like when I saw Scott Foster was going to be refereeing tonight. I loved it because he's not here for the BS. He's not going to take the BS. But I thought, yeah, they at home, like game 3 and game 4, they were getting crazy whistles. And tonight, I thought the officiating was kind of left out of it and good for good reason. Knicks got physical with them and they couldn't respond. Watching live from Copenhagen, Denmark in the AM, all worth it. Wow, appreciate you in the chat here from Denmark. Wow, we got one from Brazil and one from Denmark. That is crazy. Appreciate you in here, hopping in here at the Knicks Nation YouTube live channel. Oh, you're on Twitter, but appreciate you hopping in here. That's awesome. S550 says, we built different. Danny Granger tried being tough against the Heat. Danny Granger, wow. Throwing it back. Danny Granger. I remember that guy. Tried to be tough. They try to be tough. Halliburton, remember, after game 4, he can't guard me. He can't guard me. Okay. Keep up your little antics. Keep up your little antics. We moved. One more. Devo is a real killer. Knicks got to clean up. Rasta says Knicks got to clean up. All right. So what the Knicks have to clean up. This was a great win. I'm going to touch on the few things I want the Knicks to clean up. Obviously, the inbounding is still, like in the first half, especially, Deuce McBride had a bad inbounding turnover. They cleaned it up after that, but I was like, come on. Inbounding the basketball again. Clean that up a little bit. We move on. Free throws. What was the free throws tonight? I thought we did a good job. 15 and 19 from the line. It's just a great game, man. I mean, 34% from 3. It's not really tonight. You can't really nitpick at anything. Obviously, there's still room for improvement, but it's the inbounding for me, and I guess you can clean up the free throw shooting. And yeah, just all in all, great game from the squad. Great game from the squad. Mike says Halliburton is that suburban kid who acts tough when they ahead. Yeah, he's like a fake tough guy, man. And that's what Dante was referring to in the I'm surprised actually Dante said that in the postgame. He said they were trying to be tough guys. That's not their identity. Nobody's going to fight in the NBA. Take the foul. You're not a tough guy. Just keep it moving. They know. Knicks know. They know. Pacers trying to act tough? Nah. Not in MSG. Not in these high-stakes scenario. Not in game 6. Rasta says Hartenstein, big game. Big game out of Isaiah Hartenstein. Big game out of everybody. Great game. One more win to the Eastern Conference Finals. Appreciate every single one of you. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Smash the like button. Doing a podcast tomorrow. We'll be back going over tonight's game and obviously looking ahead to Game 6. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the Knicks Nation live podcast with my podcast co-host Chris. And yeah, all in all, great win for the New York Knicks. Our Discord is open. A couple of channel announcements. Discord is open. You can join in the bio. Discord is open. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Appreciate every single one of you as always. Great win. One more win to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. This was an amazing win. Appreciate every single one of you. I'll catch you guys next time.